The Hawks play before the hometown crowd, and we've got it live right here from Atlanta, Georgia.
All right, ready to go?
Last game for the Hawks, it was a loss to the Houston Rockets. And it's going to be the Trailblazers off the tip. The starters for the Portland Trailblazers. Patrick Beverley out there with Hazonia. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then there's Carl Landry. And it's Towns in at the 5. Kawhi Leonard. And he gets the bucket.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Well, you know that Kawhi Leonard has an incredible reach with his arms, but even his hands are just massive, measured at 10 inches long and 11 inches wide. Wow.
Johnson kicks to Barbosa. Johnson dishes to Schroeder. 6 to shoot. Nowitzki up top. Fader on the way. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. Well, to give some perspective on Leonard's hand size that Greg was talking about, Clark, those measurements, 11 by 10, are what you typically would find on 7-footers. Well, this kid's 6'6", 6'7".
Yeah, and I'm 6'9", and I'm about 9 by 7, okay?
Huh.
So that just lets you know.
Wow.
The only other hands comparable to that, Dr. J.
Ooh, yes, huge. Barbosa kicks to Horford. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Could be the first of a lot of mid-range jumpers that we see from him.
Beverley with the ball. He kicks it to Landry. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in.
Effective screen set there for the jump shot. That was the key to the play.
Here's Johnson. He feeds it to Nowitzki. A second chance effort. And the rejection by Leonard. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Hawks have gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. And here's Schroeder. Pass to Horford. Feeds to Johnson. Picked by Horford. Clock at 6. Here's Nowitzki. The second chance effort. Horford kicks to Barbosa. And Nowitzki wide open. He fires. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And he gets one to fall, and now one out of his first four.
Landry with the screen. Outside Leonard. And Beverly kicks to Leonard. Kawhi Leonard with another great season last year, earned his first Defensive Player of the Year award with his outstanding play.
And for Leonard, he became the first perimeter player to win one since 2004. That just shows you how incredible his defense was at times.
So he gets them both. So for the Trailblazers, their last game, a win against the Cavaliers in Cleveland. Picked by Horford. Schroeder passes to Barbosa. No good. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way. Out to the wing. Fade away. Leonard dishes to Landry. Towns wide open. No luck. They battled on the glass but couldn't knock it down. Now the pass to Schroeder. Fires the three. Here's Horford. Out of hand on it. And as it goes out of bounds, Atlanta able to keep the ball here. Goes back up.
And I feel like there's a reason Joe Johnson has gotten a number of astronomical contracts. It's because he does everything. You do. Well, to me, that's Joe Johnson.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland.
Okay, Atlanta, let's keep it going for your very own Atlanta Hawks cheerleaders.
Carlos Boozer's checked in for Carl Landry. And the first one at the line is good. That one misses.
They should be in front right now, but he'll be relieved not to have come up totally empty there.
Leonard kicks to Boozer. Passes it to Hazanya. It's tipped. Nowitzki outside. This one for three. That one falls. Coming off the Johnson feet. And it's 6 points for Dirk Nowitzki. Clark, when you take a look at Joe Johnson, and if you were on a good team, a team that was contending for a championship, where ideally would you like him to be? Where would you slot him?
I'd put him in that first or second scoring role because he's so good and scores so effortlessly. And at some point, I think he's going to hoist that Larry O'Brien trophy.
Here's Hazanya. Solid play on the low block, and that one's good.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
Barbosa passes to Johnson. And the rejection by Leonard. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. Hazanya's shot is off.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
Johnson in the corner. Nowitzki a screen. And it's Schroeder in the corner. Goes up the baseline. That's good.
Looked like he was trying to go for a degree of difficulty points on that shot.
For Portland, they won their last contest, that game against Cleveland. Screen by Boozer. Pass to Hazanya. Out of bounds, Atlanta takes possession. Atlanta making some changes. Montejunas is checked in for Horford. Ginobili comes in for Leandro Barbosa. And Corey Joseph subbed in for Dennis Schroeder. Joseph dishes to Johnson. Kicks to Montejunas. And there's the feed to Ginobili. To the paint. Here's Nowitzki. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Last season, Portland won the Northwest Division and had a good year, certainly, but they had some issues when they were the away team on the road and away from the Rose Garden. They had some problems.
Yeah, actually played under 500 on the road, Kevin. Something you rarely see out of a team that wins 51 games.
Atlanta's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Ginobili outside. It's Nowitzki, top of the key. Shot clock at 6. 16 feet away. Kicks it out to Ginobili. Now here's Joseph. Defended by Beverly. Inside. And Boozer with the block. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Boozer. Atlanta making some changes. Leonard comes in for Dirk Nowitzki. And it's Anderson in for Johnson. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. John Henson's checked in for Towns. Butler comes in for Kawhi Leonard. Bradley's checked in for Hazanya. And it's Norris Cole in for Patrick Beverly. So it's Portland now. Ginobili missing from long range. Outside Butler. Bradley, no one around him. Chance there to take the lead. Missing. Hawks shooting down around 24%. Obviously, they've struggled. Bradley against Ginobili. Here's Montejunas. Cannot hit. Excellent defense there from Boozer.
And that was a difficult shot from mid-range simply because the defense was engaged.
Yeah, and I think the quickness of the closeout really threw him off.
Now here's Henson. And it's Bradley off the drive. Now in the scoring column with that deuce. 1 for 2 this game. The Hawks trailing. 1:36 left here in the opening quarter. And Anderson kicks to Joseph. And stolen by Butler. Now here's Bradley, the fast break opportunity. Dishes to Cole. There's the double team with Ginobili. So it's Portland now. 6 on the shot clock. Cole, the pass to Henson. Look at that jam! I mean, just beautiful. Wow, we're going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Kevin. That was special.
My goodness, that was almost a circus-like dunk.
Now here's Anderson. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Here's Leonard. And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
They really depend on him to convert those chances. A lot of times, even with solid D draped on him, they expect him to make it.
Cole dishes to Boozer. And the basket good. And now a 6-point Trailblazer lead.
If you're waiting for him to miss when he's that open, you're going to be in for a long wait.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And Joseph kicks to Anderson. In the corner, Montejunas with it to the right side. Hawks passing it around. And it's Anderson that time on the assist from Joseph.
And how about the bounce pass there being used to perfection?
Here's Cole. The dish to Boozer. He got it up. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so the first quarter is in the books. Portland out in front. They're up by 4. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And now the second quarter just getting set to start. What stands out to you guys from the Trailblazers so far in this one?
This is almost like a volleyball game when you watch just how many shots they blocked or altered.
Well, how about this? A lot of side outs for them, the way they've swatted shots away. That's a volleyball term, by the way, folks.
Yeah, or handball.
I like that. Or handball
yeah,
as
either
well.
one of the two. They're knocking a lot away.
Yeah.
Here are the 5 Portland has to start the second quarter. They've got Rasul Butler, John Henson out there with Towns. Then it's Norris Cole, and it's Bradley in the shooting guard position. Karl Anthony Towns didn't come into the previous year as the most highly touted prospect, Clark, but his play last year at Kentucky would change that.
No question about it. People knew he was going to be good, Kevin, but few saw him being this good. He showed he could do a little bit of everything as a Kentucky big.
Now here's Horford. After the miss from Karl Anthony Towns, can't hit the short-range fadeaway. Trailblazers leading by 4. There's the pick. Outside Bradley. The three-pointer off the mark.
And guys, with Towns, he is so valuable in every aspect of the game. Really great at both ends of the floor. His defense is as strong as it gets for a first-year player.
Horford with the screen on Bradley. Here's Schroeder. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. That one is on Towns.
That's his first personal foul.
And perhaps the biggest plus about Towns is his upside. I mean, he's shown that he can make big strides in his level of play. Already good at shooting from outside and can play either post spot, too.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Dirk Nowitzki, he's checked in for Moniunas. Johnson comes in for Anderson. And it's Barbosa in for Manu Ginobili. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Carl Landry's checked in for Henson. Leonard comes in for Butler. Hezonja, he's checked in for Avery Bradley. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Cole.
Those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten in the first half here.
And I think they should continue to work the ball down low, Clark. It's really going to free up their outside shooting.
Now here's Schroeder. Out to the right wing. And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession.
You always want a player to have his head up and to be surveying the court, but not if that's going to be the result.
Henson checked in for Portland. Portland leading by 4. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Henson, a screen on Barbosa. Beverley wide open. Pass to Hezonja. Now here's Beverley. He's guarded by Schroeder. Beverley, the pass to Hezonja. Back to Beverley. He dishes it to Leonard. Portland needs to get off a shot. And Hezonja gets it to go.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
Now here's Schroeder. Defense right on him. Johnson kicks to Nowitzki. Fades. That one wide left.
Major defensive lapse right there. I mean, he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You've got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
Outside Leonard. Now Beverley. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
They've done a really good job of knocking down their long-distance shots here in the second quarter. I mean, they're shooting just above 40% from downtown. That's outstanding. You know, there was plenty to be happy about last year in Atlanta with the way the Hawks played. One sour note, though, was that the team was viewed as a potential buy for Seattle groups.
And here's Portland. They've got an 8-0 run. Landry with the screen. Back to Beverly. And there's the pass to Hezonja. And another three for Portland.
All these open threes they're giving up have really been the driving force of this run.
And the points are starting to add up in a hurry, especially when you're giving up those looks from deep.
Now here's Schroeder. Nowitzki a screen. Here's Barbosa. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
And really smart to draw his man out to the perimeter. He's giving up too much size to be effective inside.
Showed nice basketball IQ. I agree, Greg. I mean, if he finds his spot on the perimeter and doesn't force it, I think his outside shot will be hard to block no matter who's defending him.
As magical as the 2014 playoffs were for the Blazers, remember they beat Houston in that first round, a great shot by Lillard late to win it and move on. 2015, not as much. You know, Greg, they drew a very tough Memphis team, as you recall, in the first round.
Yeah, you often talk about styles making fights. Very similar in this series. They were going to drop the first three games before being bounced, but still a good showing for a team that struggled mightily down the stretch with injuries.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Myers Leonard comes in for Al Horford. And Corey Joseph subbed in for Dennis Schroeder. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Towns, he's checked in for John Henson. Lewis comes in for Kawhi Leonard. Bradley's checked in for Hezonja. And Cole's subbed in for Patrick Beverly.
And, you know, just as you said, Portland didn't have enough to get by the Grizzlies in the first round. Ended up losing in 5 after taking one game, and that was game 4. Just had a hard time breaking down the Memphis defense.
Bradley kicks to Lewis. Landry inside. He's against Nowitzki.
Well, that's a bad miss right there. I mean, you'd like to see him be a little more assertive when he has such good position.
Johnson with it. Rashard Lewis covering. Shot from the low block. Shot by Joseph. No good.
Another loss for the Blazers when they were the 4 seed, as you mentioned. As a franchise, they have lost in the first round every time they have ended up as the 4 seed. Not exactly a good position for them to be in.
Now here is Barbosa after Rashard Lewis's miss. Barbosa kicks to Johnson. They grab their own miss. That shot is no good, and he's 1 for 3 from the floor. Trailblazers leading by 9. Lewis on the way. Lets it go with a 3. Portland again missing. The Hawks shooting around 24%. Not a good showing here. Barbosa kicks to Joseph. He sticks that one in from 20 feet away. Joseph's got his first 2 points of the night. Portland's gotten fewer than half of their 3-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Lewis outside. Connects from 3-point range. And the Trailblazers lead by 10.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Here's Leonard, and it's Leonard again missing. The Blazers on offense. They're on a 14-6 run. Landry with the screen. Here's Bradley, and the Trailblazers another 3.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Yeah, Greg, you know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
2 minutes.
Nowitzki a screen. Feeds it to Barbosa. Stolen by Lewis. And here they go. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Lewis has got 5. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Trailblazers.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And the other thing they've done well is they've run the shooters off their sweet spots. They've really closed out well and forced them to put the basketball on the floor.
Pass to Joseph. 4 on the shot clock. That one dropped for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
They've slowed down casting those triples here in the second.
And Clark, I'd like to see them go back outside. They've been shooting well from the perimeter.
Here's Cole. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Lewis kicks to Bradley. It will not find the hoop. It's his third miss. He has made 2. Now here is Barbosa. Nowitzki outside. He kicks to Johnson. He feeds it to Joseph. Barbosa dishes to Joseph. Johnson, that's for 2. Landry grabs the miss.
Boy, there was no hand in his face right there. I thought for sure he was going to knock that down.
Kicks it out to Bradley. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Good. Lewis has got 7 points here in this quarter.
After going scoreless in the first, he's really found a way to turn it on here in the second quarter.
Johnson the screen. Here's Nowitzki. The pick gave him all the room he needed, and he knocks down the J.
Well, he knew how many inches he had over the guy. I mean, let's face it, good decision to just rise up and take the jump shot.
And so we conclude the first half.
And now, your Atlanta Hawks cheerleaders.
And we welcome you back to the NBA here on 2K Sports. And we're ready to get going once more. The players having a chance to have a short break and get some rest themselves and get refueled and hydrated with some Gatorade. More terrific basketball in store for us tonight. Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback. Johnson is out there with Nowitzki. Then there's Barbosa. Then there's Horford. They're the group for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. And it's Schroeder missing.
And Dennis Schroeder out of Germany. His teammates give him a hard time about putting mayonnaise on everything. He eats a turkey burger with mayo before every game. And let me tell you, no need to change because he's settling in just fine.
Here's Azania. Fires from deep. The Hawks trail by 13. Schroeder passes to Barbosa. Inside. And a dunk by Horford.
And really nothing like a good old-fashioned throwdown to get a team going.
And Greg, they do need to get going. They wouldn't mind, shaving a couple more points off that lead right away.
Well, if the defense keeps giving up easy baskets like that, it won't be a lead for long.
Back to Leonard. To the middle. Nowitzki with the steal. Barbosa against Beverly. Barbosa kicks to Nowitzki. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits. Nowitzki's got 10 points in the game. And Schroeder, who's out of Germany, a pretty wealthy country, but he had a pretty hard scrabble upbringing.
Yeah, he had some brushes with authority early on in his life. He's still relatively young, so in the past, I think he's in a really ideal situation in Atlanta right now.
It's Boozer missing.
The right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
Nowitzki a screen. In it goes for the 5th time and 10 shots for him this game.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this one.
Screen by Boucher. Pass to Hazanya. Portland again missing.
Been a cold spell for them coming out of the half, missing their first 3 shots. A tough start.
Barbosa dishes to Nowitzki. Portland grabs the miss. Leonard's got 4 rebounds in this game. Trailblazers leading by 7. And Beverly kicks to Leonard. Looking to end the drought. And he gets it to go. Leonard's got 9.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the 3rd.
Nowitzki outside. But they get it back. Down low. Here's Horford. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
How about the concentration? He gets hit but stays with the play and gets the finish.
Innovation and improvisation right there, Greg. Finding a way to get that shot to fall after taking the contact.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Monty Eunice is checked in for Nowitzki. Anderson comes in for Joe Johnson. And it's Ginobili in for Leandro Barbosa. Here's Leonard. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. Hawks were so dominant last year and were the first team to clinch their spot in the postseason.
Hawks also would wrap up the top seed in the East and were able to advance against the Nets in 6 games.
You know, in the second round, the Hawks had a bit of trouble once again with the Wizards. Were able to get by them despite going down 2-1 in that series. Seemed like they were out of gas against the Cavs in the next round.
Schroeder kicks to Horford. 6 on the shot clock. Ginobili outside. The 3. And the shot is good. Ginobili's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
Now here's Beverly. Here's Hazanya. And he converts the layup. Hazanya's got 10 points in the game.
And really, with the Hawks in the postseason, they just ran out of help. I mean, the Korver injury, the Carroll injury were huge against the Cavs. And when you lose that much talent, you could see why they were swept out of their conference finals. Don't forget, they also lost Cephalosha prior to the playoffs.
Here's Beverly after the made shot from Manu Ginobili. Henson with the screen. Back to Beverly. Got a piece of it. The feed to Boozer. And they'll turn it over. Did not get off a shot before a second violation. Atlanta making a switch here. Joseph's checked in. And then for the Trailblazers, Rasul Butler's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. Avery Bradley comes in for Hazanya. And it's Norris Cole in for Patrick Beverly.
Jump ball.
And so here's Portland. Trailblazers leading by 5. Here's Cole. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Kicks it to Bradley. Left side, Butler. Baseline jumper. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. And it's the Hawks' ball. They're on a 14-6 run. Eunice, that's a screen for Horford. Now here's Joseph. He's covered closely. Misses the layup. He had him with that bump fake. Dishes it to Bradley. Drains the three-pointer. Bradley's got 8.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They've got to get more intense.
Ginobili outside. Picked by Horford. Shoots off the screen. And good. And it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg. And when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Now here's Bradley. He's got 8. And there's the call on Ginobili. That's his first foul. Myers-Leonard, he's checked in for Al Horford. Portland also making some changes. Towns comes in for Henson. And Carl Landry is subbed in for Carlos Boozer. Towns with it. He's covered by Leonard. Baseline try. And the rejection by Leonard. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will retain possession. And it goes out of bounds. That one on Butler.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
The Hawks trail by 6.
And Myers-Leonard at 7'1", an interesting combination of size, athleticism, and shooting touch. Really likes to play on the perimeter.
Portland's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Butler passes to Cole. Landry with the screen. And Cole kicks to Landry. Montejunas with the steal. Ginobili, that's for 2. That doesn't go either by Ginobili.
And if the shot's not there, you've got to understand that move the basketball.
Yeah, exactly, and I'm not quite sure what his mindset or what he was thinking there. I mean, that was just a terrible shot. Well, they won't be down for long if they can get some more early offense just like that.
And, Clark, the best way to get that early offense is with steals that allows you to get out in transition.
Here's Cole. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him.
Well, that's a bad miss right there. I mean, you'd like to see him be a little more assertive when he has such good position.
Outside, Ginobili. But they recover it. Stolen by Landry. Butler with the ball. The dish to Cole. There's the double team with Joseph. Bradley passes to Towns. Off the mark from 16 feet out.
And he has slipped into a funk, Clark. You can see the confidence is shaken.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, he's very much deflated. The basket looks a lot smaller to him at this point, and the only way you can get out of it is to work yourself out of it.
Montejunas. Portland grabs the miss. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Detroit, where they'll face the Pistons. That puts them squarely in the middle of this 5-game road trip. Montejunas with the steal. Ginobili outside. Pass to Joseph. Back to Ginobili. There's a screen by Montejunas. Ginobili kicks to Montejunas. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Joseph. It's on target from the high post. Joseph's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. Here's Cole. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. There's the pick. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in.
The second he got around the pick and shook his man, it was straight to the bucket for the easy deuce. Very, very well done.
And with the time left, they still can go 2 for 1.
Boy, they've got to do it fast. They must hurry from here.
There's the pass to Ginobili. Here's Leonard. Cans the 12-footer.
Yeah, that's asking a lot from that defender.
Yeah, it certainly is. I mean, he just doesn't have the size to really be effective in that kind of matchup.
Here's Cole. He dishes it to Towns. With 4 seconds on the clock. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It will be 3 points if he converts at the line.
Yeah, he earned that one. I mean, taking the hit and still able to get that one to go down.
Incredible, incredible body control right there. Don't know how he was able to get that one to go, but it sure was a thing of beauty to watch.
And we've reached the end of the third. Portland out in front, up by 4. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return. All right, we welcome you back to what's been a hard-fought battle. Fourth quarter should be good. And it's the Trailblazers with the ball. 4-point game. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. On the floor for Portland, they've got Boozer. Hazonia is out there with Patrick Beverly. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Henson, and it's the pivot manning the middle. Last season, Atlanta showed just how much fun a team can have playing team basketball, a complete team effort. We use that word a lot. You don't see it much in the NBA, but boy, they epitomized it, Clark.
Yeah, they sure did. Refreshing to see a team do that well collectively without a real superstar. Just a solid group that understood their roles and played them perfectly.
Feeds it to Johnson. Nowitzki a screen. Johnson kicks to Nowitzki. Can't get it to go. Excellent defense there from Boozer. Portland leading by 6. Back to Beverly. Screen by Boozer. Passes to Hazonia. About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. Back to Boozer. The 3. Make it 5 for 10 with him in that bucket.
And, folks, it's not like the Hawks didn't have talent. I mean, they did have 4 All-Stars last year. None of them voted in, however.
Horford with the screen on Beverly. Schroeder up top. Defended by Beverly. 6 to shoot. Here's Barbosa. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops.
You know, what shows you just how team-oriented the Hawks were last season was this stat. They never had anybody score more than 30 points for them in the game all season. Millsap had 30 points once early in the year, and that was the high mark for the team.
Outside Leonard. Here's the 3. The Trailblazers rebound. And the call will be against Al Horford. That's his first foul. Tries to keep it alive. Out of bounds, Atlanta takes possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Manu Ginobili's checked in for Atlanta. Johnson kicks to Nowitzki. Back to Johnson. Horford high post. Working on Henson. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And Al Horford is just a winner, guys. I mean, win 2 NCAA titles at his time playing for Florida. His teammates call him the Godfather because of how calm and quiet he is in terms of his leadership and the mentoring he provides. It's been the same here in the NBA.
Leonard, no luck.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Johnson against Leonard. Horford kicks to Ginobili. Johnson the screen. Ginobili misses. Trailblazers leading by 7. Pass to Boozer. Here's Hazonia. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. And Leonard gets it to go.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
And here's Schroeder. once again off the mark by Atlanta.
Yeah, and listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
Leonard kicks to Beverly. Left side, Boozer. From the baseline. And he gets the bucket. And now an 11-point Trailblazer lead.
And that kind of sums up the defensive effort we've seen here tonight, guys.
Ginobili outside. To the inside. Nowitzki dishes to Horford. Had the space there, but it's offline. Trailblazers leading by 11. Throws it up high. Leonard, no luck.
You know, just a little too fancy on that play.
Well, you don't want to force any play, but particularly the alley-oop. You'd like to try that when it's wide open.
And it's a defensive 3-second violation. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Trailblazers.
They keep piling up the assists, and they haven't cooled off at all.
Something we've also seen them doing tonight is getting the long ball to go down. Big points from outside.
And the Hawks making a change here. Eunice is checked in. And then for the Trailblazers, Carl Landry's checked in for Boozer. Sewell Butler comes in for Kawhi Leonard. And it's Avery Bradley in for Patrick Beverly. Here's Azania. He's guarded by Schroeder. Landry with the screen. Outside Bradley. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Trailblazers lead by 9. Hawks have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Johnson the screen. Schroeder kicks to Eunice. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. It's on Carl Landry.
And for the past few seasons, Portland's bench has really been their Achilles heel. I mean, last year they showed some improvement. The reserves play stole the game for them on more than one occasion, but still wouldn't be considered a strength.
And the Trailblazers making a change here. Towns, he's checked in for John Henson. Boozer comes in for Carl Landry. Rashard Lewis, he's checked in for Rasul Butler. And it's Norris Cole in for Hazania. Cole, the pass to Towns. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
And for Portland, the bench still wasn't leaned on heavily for minutes. Greg was just talking about that, but they were in the top 5, Clark, in scoring efficiency, and they shot 45% from the floor on the year.
And what was a weakness for them in 14 was a strength for them in 15. And actually, they were their best down the stretch of last season.
Lewis dishes to Towns. Rebound, Atlanta.
He just has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys. But as a whole, it hasn't affected them too much.
Johnson kicks to Eunice. Shoots a fader. Rashard Lewis pulls it in.
Outstanding perimeter defense there. That was a well-contested shot.
Yeah, and you know he takes a lot of pride in his defense. There are no easy threes if he's on you.
Dirk Nowitzki, he's checked in for Eunice. And a switch here also for Portland. Carl Landry's checked in for Carlos Boozer. Now Schroeder. Nowitzki up top. Fades away. Misses off the right iron.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Here's Lewis. Nice shot from the wing. The Hawks trail by 12. It's Ginobili outside. Landry grabs the miss. Landry's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. There's the feed to Bradley. He kicks to Lewis. Stolen by Ginobili. Schroeder passes to Horford. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Ginobili kicks to Nowitzki. And the powerful one-handed slam.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, but if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
Atlanta's gotten just 1 of 4 three-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Picked by Horford. The high post shot. Good on that shot, and with that, the Trailblazer lead is cut down now to just 10 points with that basket from Nowitzki. 1:51 left to play in the final quarter. Here's Cole. Down low. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Towns. Rebound, Atlanta. Nowitzki's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Ginobili kicks it over to Schroeder. That shot's good on the assist by Ginobili. Schroeder's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Hawks. Here's Cole. He's guarded by Schroeder. They set the screen. No one near Landry as he lets it go. Can't nail the jumper.
And you know what? That's one of those heat checks if he's taking shots like that.
Yeah, heat check or not, I don't care how hot he may or may not be. He's not making that one.
Cole dishes to Landry. Near the three-point line, it's Lewis. Ball's knocked loose.
It's going to be tough for him here, but maybe, just maybe, it's not over yet.
Cannot afford any empty possessions. They've got to recycle everything, partner. Mouse in the house. Got a mouse in the house. Good recognition to take it right at him.
And he commits the intentional foul. So for the Trailblazers, Sewell Butler comes in for Bradley. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Norris Cole. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. And that's an intentional foul.
Hawks foul. Joe Johnson. That's his second personal foul.
And no good is the first free throw, missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. And he ends up making the second, and that increases their lead to 6. And here's Atlanta.
Gotta score quickly.
Yeah, no time to waste here, partner.
Ginobili, that's for 2. Off the left rim and out. Lewis attacking.
How's that for a one-man show? Put this fella on Broadway. Self-service.
the most magnificent alley-oop he could have chosen.
Yeah, and he pulls that one off, guys, to perfection.
And so it's Portland winning this one. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother him. I mean, road team, home team, all I know is they were the better team.
Well said. And that's going to do it tonight.